Hi everyone, TQM in education. In this series of episodes, I am trying to explain to you how an organization which is an educational institution can adapt itself to some of the management principles, especially the total quality management. Okay? Now, before I go into this episode, let us think what's happening in an educational institution. We are giving a product. The product is education, right? The difference between an organizational product and educational institution product is, in an organization you can see the product being manufactured. You can take it to the quality department to find out whether it conforms to the quality standards. But in education, you cannot see the product. Here the quality parameter is a feel. It is in the mind. When a parent sends their children to the school, they cannot see the quality improvement as you see when they purchase a television set. So this makes the quality concept a little different in an organization which is an educational institution. So that's the difference. In this episode, we are going to distinguish between the difference between quality system and total quality management. In this episode, I am going to discuss the difference between a quality system and total quality management. Let us see some of the differences. The difference between quality management system and total quality management. The word total is very, very important. Normally in a quality management system, the focus is on the product. The focus is whether the customer is satisfied or not. It is monitored by a department called a quality control department. It becomes the responsibility of a department. There is a production department responsible for production. There is a finance department responsible for finance. There is a quality department responsible for quality. Right. In a total quality management, the focus is on organization-wide involvement. It is on commitment and wholehearted participation of everybody in the quality improvement, movement. So here one department is responsible for quality. Here the whole organization, the whole institution is responsible for quality. So that is the difference. Both of them are ensuring that the quality of the final product is of the best standard. But the concept of involvement, concept of involving in totality everybody is the most important thing. Okay. The second aspect is total employee involvement, called TEI, which is the domain of the TQM movement. And instilling a TQM mindset, and they commit themselves personally. There is an emotional bondage between the person working for the institution or the organization and the organization. There is a mission of the organization, there is a quality policy of the organization, there is a personal mission of the individual. In TQM, both of them overlap, they sync with each other. That is the difference between a quality management system and total quality management. Right, let us go one more and see. Let me take you through the US Department of Defense definition of total quality. Total quality consists of continuous improvement. Let me highlight some of the key words in this. Continuous improvement involving everyone in the organization. It's a totality, integrated effort. It is a totally integrated effort involving A to Z. And for what? Satisfying a cross-functional goal. It's not that I am this department, you are that department, how are we going to intersect with each other, and how am I going to help you, how you are going to help me, right? That type of a concept. So it's about continuous process improvement. A TQM is a continuous journey, taking the mission of the institution or the organization personally. So that is the difference. Now, with this, I would like to give an example how every individual looks at the organization as a part of himself. And the quality is embedded in the mind of a person. See, normally what happens, I have seen, I have worked in organization 50 years ago, 40 years ago. At the end of the production process, let's say this pen is produced, it passes through all the process of production, and ultimately it comes to the quality control. So this pen also say there is a small little label which says QC passed, and at that department, quality control department, there will be inspectors. The inspectors will check whether it will satisfy the customer requirement. If they pass, they will put the sticker quality passed, quality check passed, then it is taken for marketing. If it is not, they will reject it, rejection. We used to say those days jokingly, first 3 weeks, whatever is rejected will be taken for marketing the last 1 week, because there will be a demand in the marketplace. Or we can say quality passed or made to pass. That is it. That is joke those days around. Now what happens in that is, when it is rejected at the last final stage, all that has taken place so far is a waste. The material is a waste, the salary given is a waste, the electricity is a waste, everything is a waste. In a total quality management, every process is tested, and the process will ensure the ultimate product quality. And at every process, it has to pass through the quality test, and every person is responsible for quality. I remember an old training program where I was conducting. It was a training program for quality department of textile mills. So I asked a particular textile mill, how many quality inspectors are there? And that person said there are about 20 quality inspectors. And we asked how big is the mill? They said about 300, 400 or whatever. Then I asked another person, how many quality inspectors are there in your textile mill? And he said about 50. Right. How many people are working? He said a number, say 500 or 600. And like that, another person stood up, and we have about 100 quality inspectors in our textile mill. Right. And how many workers are there? 2,000. Right. And last one man stood up and said, there are 5,000 quality inspectors in our textile mill. I said, what? 5,000 quality inspectors. Then I asked, other participants asked, how many workers are there? How many employees are there? 5,000, he said. So for 5,000 employees, 5,000 quality inspectors, That means behind every operator there is a quality inspector to ensure that whether he is doing a good job or not. He broke into a laughter and said, 5,000 employees are there and they are themselves the quality inspectors for the product they manufacture, for the process they handle. And he said, how dare somebody tells us that what I do is not of quality. I am myself a quality inspector for the product, for the process I am doing. This is what we call it as quality function deployment. That is, every person is responsible. It is something like an austerity movement in a family or in an organization, where every person is austere. Nobody is wasting money. Everybody is looking at the cost as an important aspect of it. Now, what happens when a person does not take personal responsibility for the process? Let's take, we are talking about TQM in a school. Right from the gate, the watchman allowing the students inside until the top management, everybody is interested in the quality of the education process. And everybody is interested to ensure that the organization is quality conscious right across. This is total quality management. Way back in 1980s, I was one among those 4 selected from India to visit Japan to study the miracle of Japanese revival after the Second World War. And one professor was giving a real story. The story goes that on an evening, a Honda worker is returning home. On the way, he sees a Honda car at the roadside parked, gathering dust. He gets down from his vehicle and opens his bag and takes a bucket of water and cloth and wipes the car, cleans the car. Somebody asks, are you the owner of this car? And the operator says, the person says, no, I am not the owner. This is a car made by our company. I am a Honda employee. This is a Honda car. I don't like seeing the car produced in our plant gathering dust like this. Now, this is what is called total employee involvement. You don't have to go to any other place to know what is total employee involvement. Take the case of a mother, a housewife cooking. And after making the dish, she is not subjecting the dish to be testified whether it is quality conforming or not. She is not going to give it to somebody and say whether the salt is okay, whether the pepper is okay. She tastes herself. Is it okay for my husband? Is it okay for my child? Is it okay for my mother-in-law and father-in-law? Right? Is it okay for the guests who are going to come? How much sugar my mother-in-law should have in her coffee? How much sugar my father-in-law should have? And how much sugar my husband should have? So individualized quality standard she has got. Now this is total employee involvement. Now this is quality control, total quality management in an educational institution. So for implementing the total quality management in an educational institution, you need the total employment participation. Everybody, right from the top management till the last grade employee. So it calls for enormous amount of training, enormous amount of embedding the responsibility in the minds of people. Please understand, the human system is driven by 2 subsystems. One is the brain function, the hardware. The second one is the mind function, which is the software. Mind function involves emotions, feelings, commitment, passion, right? attitude, all these things are. So a total quality management implementation in an education system which is producing a product which is invisible calls for enormous amount of mindset training. What should be the content of training in an organization which is an educational institution to implement total quality is going to be the subject of our next episode. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe and press the bell button. And if you have any doubt, please post it in the comment box, and you are most welcome to send an email and I'll try to reply to you. All the best.
ABS Vidya Mandir, Tiruvallur.
ABS Vidya